Hello, hello, and welcome to a special video for the Hero Infinite playlist. This video will sit at the front of the Hero Infinite playlist to sort of explain what this series is for all newcomers. Hero Infinite is a tabletop RPG set within my system, Heart of Action. You can find the full rulebook for it linked in the Discord server below. This system is a tabletop RPG system that I've been developing for about a decade now, and Hero Infinite will be a campaign set in it based on superheroes, meant to capture the vibes of Saturday morning cartoons, comic books, anime, and the like. In fact, there's even a little bit of like CW live action hero vibes in some of these. The way that this series will be handled is every single week will be a different hero, sometimes returning heroes, sometimes brand new, all played by different friends of mine. All these stories will be contained within the same running universe, but may not always be following the same running plotline. Think about if you're reading Marvel comic books. Not every single hero is part of this, not all the heroes have intersecting plot lines, you know? But I will always try and create a level of continuity below and interconnectiveness that the keen listeners can hear. Additionally, the videos are not going to be in this playlist in release order. Rather, they're going to be placed in the playlist in what I've called my recommended viewing order. A special order that will ideally give you the best experience in terms of introduction to characters and feeling of what the setting's vibe is. I'm also going to explain a little bit of how Heart of Action works. A few of the videos I already go over it because many of them were recorded before I decided to make this. But let's explain the basics. Heart of Action is a D10 based system. All actions involve the player rolling 5 or more D10s. By default, it is 5, but if you have special advantages, training in a situation, or powers that give you a boost, that boost is directly translated to getting more dice for your roll. When you roll the dice, you're not adding together all the numbers like some other systems do, but you're looking for succeeding dice. If a die is a 5 or below, it has failed, and you can get rid of it. If it is a 6 or above, it has succeeded, and it'll be applied to your level of success. This is known as succeeding and failing dice. If a die rolls a 1, it is known as a crashing die, a breaking die, my bad. I always mix up those terms even though I made the system. A breaking die. A breaking die is not only a failure, but it actually reduces your success level by 1. Meanwhile, if a die rolls a 10, it is known as a bursting success. This means that not only does it succeed, but it gives you a second die. A die born from a bursting success can then break, though. Which means that it can undo the 10 you just did, or that you just got. Though that's pretty unlikely to occur. In theory. But you know, in tabletop campaigns, if it can go wrong, it will go wrong. Whenever a player is doing a skill check, they will be given a level that they must pass. Their level of success must be more than that. So a level 2 challenge means that they need 2 or more successes on their 5 dice. If they're facing another opponent, the level of challenge is based off of the opponent doing a defensive roll. During combat, or during a combative situation or a direct challenge between two characters, this will appear on screen. Hold on. Come on. There it is. Hang on. This will appear on screen. Ooh. On screen. This is the challenge meter. Oops. I'm only doing one take of this. This is the challenge meter. Now, what this is a special bar that will, rather than a health system in play for the hero setting, it is this special challenge bar that will appear. where whenever the left side being the heroes and the right side being the villains, whenever the two characters are fighting, the side that gets more successes on a roll will have the bar move more in their favor. There will be a few episodes in which I explain this going forward, because the players will need to know it. And the rules of it will have slightly changed over the course of a few episodes, so some of the episodes might have slightly conflicting rules in the early videos. But there are a few special rules to keep in account with this. Once again, what causes this to move is if two characters fight each other, and one gets more successes than the other on two opposing rolls. Whoever gets more successes pushes it in their favor. But there is the rule of 5. You cannot get more than 5 successes on your opponent. If you did, say, get 6, only 5 would fill in like that, and then the 6th would carry over to the next round as a disadvantage on the opponent's next move, or as a long-running disadvantage going forward, depending on the situation. Then there's the last stand rule. If the opponent rolled if the player rolled another 5 right now, you would think that they would win the fight. But it will always stop right there. Oops. Right there at the orange bar, or the orange ball. That is to give the opponent, or the hero in the case of the gold ball, one last chance to pull through and push the bar back in their favor. Additionally, the players will be rewarded hero points. Hero points are sort of a good job badge, something to tell them that they're doing good and to encourage them to continue those kinds of actions. Hero points can be used for a number of benefits to the player, such as increasing the odds of a roll, reducing the damage they take, ignoring disadvantages they have, re-rolling their dice, even editing the scene directly to add in new details or take out details they don't like. I'm not going to go into full detail on all of the things they can do in their costs, because that can be found within the rulebook. And I think that's about everything you need to know for a rundown of Hero Infinite. So, hop on over to the next video in the playlist and get watching. I hope you enjoy. Ta-ta!